Tom Cloud with this week's Precious Metals Market Update. I want to first thank you for all the nice notes and emails that we've received. And lately, this is 3 times a week, people that are coming in that don't know who I am or how long I've been around and what kind of products or markups. So for the ones of you that already know that, you may want to take a week off, but I do want to get this updated where everybody knows. First of all, I started this company to be 41 years in March, so I've been in the gold and silver business, really an old timer because it wasn't even an occupation until 1972 when President Nixon in 1971 stopped the gold standard and freed the price up to trade in the free market. So here we are 41 years later, still doing the same thing, broker of precious metals. And what we do is we take our cost, which is what you would call the spot price plus the premium. The premium is what we pay Royal Canadian Mint or the U.S. Mint or a large wholesaler, and then we put a commission on it and sell it to you. That commission is only 2.5% above our cost, so you pay the spot price plus premium plus commission. It's 2.5% on gold and 3% on silver. Now, that is what you pay up front. When you go to sell it, I'm the only company I know of in the country that doesn't charge anything. We feel that we're going to help you get the highest price you can get for it, and you get 100% of it. So when you're looking at it, because we look at all these firms we compete with, and they're charging anywhere from 5 to 20% up front, these telemarketing firms, and charge you another 5 to 10% to sell it. So we're talking about 2.5% for gold and 3% for silver total. Round trip, buy and sell, and we pay the postage and insurance for that. So we work on very narrow margins, and we work with people that are buying 20 coins, $300 something of silver, all the way up to millions with institutional buyers. So that's the first step that you need to know. That's the way the pricing works. We also like to sit and bring you current news about what's going on. And as I said last week, we continue to see everything moving to the east. We've seen gold go from 32% of the gold in existence only about 10 or 12 years ago. Now only 8% is in the U.S., and it continues to move to the east and especially to Asia, the Singapore area. So what we have all the time are clients asking, where can I store it offshore? Because I'm seeing where it costs anywhere from 1 to 2.5% a year. And let me tell you right now, what's happening there is the person is helping you set that account up. They're going to make a fee every year off of your storage. We make 0. But let me tell you where we can put you right now. We can put you in Canada or the United States at only 20 basis points, the lowest storage rate in the world. So that's $20 per 10,000. So if you have $100,000 of metals, we'll ship them free to Canada, we'll ship them free to Delaware, and you'll only pay 20 basis points per year in a COMEX warehouse, an LBMA, London Bullion Market approved warehouse, either in Toronto or right outside of Wilmington, Delaware. So we have the lowest storage rates in the country, and once again, we'll ship it there free for you. Now, for the ones that want to go off the borders, in addition to Canada, we have Singapore at only 50 basis points, which is really the lowest rate you're going to find. Once again, we make nothing. We're setting you up this way. And the Caymans, that is the newest and the quickest growing thing at 50 basis points. And then the last one that's a little more expensive is New Zealand, that I think is 65 basis points for gold and 75, I think, for silver, 75 basis points per year. So right now we can put you in New Zealand, Caymans, Singapore, Toronto, Canada, or Wilmington, Delaware. And there are shipping charges to New Zealand, but we've also entered an agreement with a large wholesaler that keeps inventory in the Cayman, in Singapore, and in New Zealand. So if you buy what they have, you'll be no shipping there. But say you have a product that you love, like a Royal Canadian Mint gold bar, then it would cost you about $1.60 an ounce to ship it to New Zealand, and about 50 cents an ounce to ship it to the Caymans, and about $1.80 an ounce to send it to Singapore. But once again, there's no need to pay that because we can sell you product that is already in that warehouse from one of the major wholesalers we deal with. So we've got deals like anybody. There's nobody in the world that has these kind of deals for the storage fee because, once again, we don't mark it up. We don't charge you any back-end fees. So for the ones of you that don't know us, also, we can do you round trip on a self-directed IRA, precious metals IRA that has gold, silver, platinum, or palladium in it. You'll need to call our office to walk you through that. 800-247-2812. That's 800-247-2812. Our newest product that has not been announced until right now is a trading program. If you're a larger investor that's investing $50,000 or more at a time, we can set it up where you can do your own trade 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, where if you want to buy at Hong Kong, when historically it's a better price, 12 hours ahead of Eastern time, we can set you up and get you where you can go in to an account and you can buy, first of all, you've got to send in money to go into escrow for at least half of what you're going to purchase. So if you send in $50,000, you could either just purchase $50,000 or you could purchase $100,000, but the rest of it would be due within 2 weeks. And the collateral you have is the escrow account. So if you didn't pay, then we would take the gain. If it was a gain, you would get it. If it's a loss, you would pay it. But we can set you up to trade 24 hours a day, 5 days a week by giving us a call at 800-247-2812, and you'll talk to me individually on that. I handle all of that trade, so you won't be talking to Dan or Kathleen. We'll talk to you directly about that. So we are real excited with our new products, as well as now we feel we've got all the destinations we need to give you balance, to diversify and put your money into these different areas. And once again, it's still handled. When you liquidate it, you'll still get a liquidation statement from us for your tax information of what you sold it for, and you've got the information of what you bought it for. So anyway, I think that pretty much gives you an idea of who we are. You can get on our blast list that we send out two or three times a week, keeping you abreast of what's going on in the market. We don't sell your name to anybody. We keep it completely confidential, and you can unsubscribe anytime you don't like it. But let me tell you, I've done this 41 years, and I have never seen, you might argue 1980 and 2011, when silver went up 92% in 1 year. What's going to happen in gold and silver under the Trump administration is so positive for gold and silver that we can spend talking about that. People want you to believe it. Gold's already up 5% for the year. The stock market's even for the year. And we saw gold drop after he was elected. People thought he would be a bad for gold, but it's really just the opposite. But we'll talk about that more in the future. And I'll get back next week to talking about events going on in the market. But I wanted to give a review where you know what's available if you haven't ever heard us. And I don't think we've never had a complaint in 41 years to do with gold or silver, platinum, and palladium, not a single one, because we've always done what we said we would do. And you do what you say we would do, and you're in for a great relationship with our company. Till next week, this is Tom Cloud signing out.